This is Nick Side with the latest news by your team from the old school meets new school desk. Like usual, I'm going to bring you your first of two news reports today. I got some good stuff actually. I'm looking at it. I hope you guys all like it. There's some good stuff. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably most of 2016 going to be starting out with everybody's favorite topic, and that's politics. So it's looking like it's going to be Clinton versus Trump, and there's a lot of conspiracy theories. Some people think that Trump is just doing this as a way to guarantee Hillary's election. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, realistically, I do wonder, can this man really be that crazy? So yeah, but the one reason why I wanted to bring this up, there's actually some really funny YouTube videos out there. One of them is done by this team that's called Bad Lip Reading, and they do these. They had the last two debates, the Republican and then the Democrat, and they are funny shit. I was dying. They do an awesome job. I can't imagine how long it takes. To make my videos, I try finding the fastest, easiest way to do things, and these guys go above and beyond to really get you guys some really quality videos, and it's pretty intense. So yeah, I just wanted to throw it out there. Check it out. It's Bad Lip Reading. Do presidential 2015 Republicans and then Democrats. They have some really good stuff about Star Wars, Twilight, all these other things. It's funny stuff, but definitely check that out. If you want a good laugh about politics, let's face it, that's all you can do about politics right now. My next comes from the Middle East, and it's pretty much that you guys are all fucked. If you wanted to go to the Middle East, and you're not from the Middle East, because it's probably a lot easier, but if you want to go to the Middle East, even parts of northern, like Africa and stuff like that, you're going to have the hardest time. If it was your dream as a little kid to go to those worlds, now mind you, I don't know how many little kids right now are sitting there squabbling, oh, I wish I could go to, Iraq. No, it's probably not. But there's a lot of stuff going on over there. I'm not going to lie. Turkey's sitting here saying, yeah, we'll take back the migrants that came over, and we'll let you send them back. Syrians, rebels, are stating that they probably aren't going to do peace treaties. It's a madhouse. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of happy I'm on this side of the planet. Because besides Europe seems pretty okay, but to be honest with you, I wouldn't even want to be with Europe because I'm connected by land to all this craziness. I think that's the biggest thing. Like here, I feel like I'm in my own little bubble, water all around us, you got water all around us, and then you got ice, above north. I feel pretty good because Europe, they're okay, but let's face it, we saw what happened. I got some world wars, proving that shit can connect to you pretty quickly if you're not. I mean, we ended up getting connected with it too, but in reality, it was a lot harder for them. So there's, Russia, craziness, there's a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, Middle East, if that was part of your bucket list, be prepared to probably leave that one on there. I'd find an alternative if I were you. I'm just saying. So, another one, and this is kind of actually connecting to my last story, and no surprise, I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure that everybody realizes that South Korea and North Korea kind of hate one another. I'm sure both of them, if they had the opportunity to, they'd sit there and say, I'll just take over Korea. Just give me the whole fucking thing. I mean, when you have mines in between your border, you mean fucking business. Like you're not joking around. you're ready to play the game. And South Korea, due to all the nuclear testing and stuff, if you haven't heard about it and you're a kid, check this stuff out, man. This is shit that could affect you someday. I'm not lying. Like, I'll be honest. We sit there and we play Fallout and we think, oh, it's so funny. That's such a good joke and such a great game. And you think to myself, damn, oh mother effer, that shit could happen. And let me tell you, that shit would happen. You know what though? There ain't gonna be no Iron Man. There's no magical Thor that's gonna come down. We're not gonna get saved by all these people. No, just shit's gonna go and we're gonna be Holocaust. And let me tell you, the zombies thing is that shit's not gonna happen either. You're either gonna be alive or dead. No skin ripping off, boils off. So it's pretty serious, actually. You know, North Korea and South Korea, they pretty much. Let me tell you, I don't. South Korea is actually supposed to be a really cool place. I would love to visit. It's one of the few places over there that I haven't gotten a chance to visit, and I would really love to visit. But there's some crazy stuff, and of course, you know, as my lovely picture depicts, you have two superpowers that are backing up both sides. Now, the interesting thing is, I think even China is starting to think that North Korea is kind of crazy, which is good, because I think if China sits there and says, "Damn, dude, you nuts," that'll cause some issues, because then if North Korea starts something against them, China's just gonna go and sit there and take its foot and just just crush them, and that's okay with me. You know, that's okay. Let the Chinese take care of something for once in their lives. So we've helped out the Chinese. Chinese came back, became these communists. Now we concern ourselves with them all the time. And let's face it, we buy everything from them. Let's let them take care of one of our enemies. So let's figure out a way to make North Korea and China kind of go against each other, and I think the world would be a better place. Yeah, just saying. So in weather news, the weatherman actually got something right. Mind you, of course, you really couldn't get it wrong, being that there's a boatload of fucking rain going everywhere. So if you've ever heard, in the south of the United States, don't know where, of course, everybody is, there's a huge storm just kind of cruising on up, and yeah, it's leaving a shitload of rain. Sitting there talking about like 12 inches of freaking rain. It's cruising on up the coast. It is actually supposed to hit the north, east, and stuff like that. I bet you California's wishing they could get that shit. Yeah, no, fuck you guys. You guys got sun and smog and, you know, boatload of cars, and you have your Hollywood Boulevard bullshit, but you got no fucking water, huh? No water. Well, what can I say? Import it from there. Fine. You know what? Do what we do with oil with water. Just like take a really big pipe and just start pumping it. Because apparently these guys in like the Gulf of Mexico, they got a shitload. So, and they don't know what to do. You know, as my picture depicts, it's covering freaking everything. Covering everything. So, this is my crazy shit. I like to go and kind of every episode, every news broadcast, kind of go over something that's a little bit lighter, and there seems to be a trend in the United States. And it's not a good trend, I'm not going to lie to you. I can show you the picture because it's not going to ruin it, but it's not a really good trend. I had a news report about 2-3 weeks ago about Wisconsin police being really proud of themselves because there's all this, like, hundreds upon hundreds of pounds of stolen cheese, and they found it. Like, people were just stealing cheese in Wisconsin. Mind you, I don't know what else you would do in Wisconsin besides, you know, other things. But apparently there was a bunch of... So this guy wins all sorts of stupidity awards in my book. But this comes out of Alabama. And in Alabama, a worker, a Brinks worker, admitted to stealing $200,000. $200,000, people. But wait, it gets better. How did he do it? How? Oh, that's right. In quarters. This guy sat here and stole $200,000 in quarters. How did nobody notice that guy's like pants were down to his fucking ankles? We got people stealing 900 pounds of cheese. You know, we got people stealing, I can't imagine, $200,000 in quarters. So, you know, I wish, it didn't say in the news report that I clearly read, it didn't say how much that would weigh, but I gotta assume that's a shitload of quarters. Now, I gotta hope that he would have that, and it wouldn't be loose like the picture shows. I gotta hope he would have that nicely stacked up and stuff like that. But $200,000 in quarters. I mean, that's nuts. It's nuts. Stop listening. Sorry, everybody. You must understand, every so often we have technical difficulties. So, this is kind of my connection with stupid awards, my Dunce Cap Awards of the day, but I wanted to use this picture for this woman. So, apparently, this woman didn't get the memo that Grand Theft Auto shit should not be taken literally. So, apparently, this is a could. I just want to put this out. I didn't really read the story. Let's face it, I'm not a real news broadcaster. I'm not about giving you real news. I'm just about making you laugh. But this is real shit. I'm not lying to you. So, apparently there was this woman who the police are stating could face charges. Now, mind you, I have to say could. I don't know why she wouldn't, but she could. She could face charges after stealing an ambulance. Check. Pretty sure that's illegal. Don't know where the could is coming in. So, and then she created a high-speed chase of the police. Yeah, I don't know. She's using some fucking cheat codes or something. The could is still a question mark for me. And then finally, she wrecked it in a front yard. Now, she didn't have the courtesy to use her own front yard. Mind you, she's still in an ambulance. Probably doesn't even have a front yard, let's face it. But she just tore up a front yard and just left it there, wrecked in someone's front yard. So that's the could. The could. Now, like I said, didn't really fully read every little detail of the story, but I'm giving you the brief things. You can check it out if you're super interested. There's actually a video of it, apparently. I checked it out. It said there was a video. Check it out. I'm sure it's hysterical, because let's face it, there's nothing better than watching police chase an ambulance and sit there and say, I don't know if you're going to go to jail. It's a tough world. It's a tough world we live in, where realistically stealing the ambulance, causing a high-speed chase, and then wrecking up somebody's yard still cannot guarantee jail time. That's tough. That's tough. And I would assume that some sort of drugs were involved in this. I don't have exact documentation as to whether it was guaranteed, but I'm just saying it seems pretty damn likely. So, that leads me into my other Dunce Cap Awards, people. My Dunce Cap Awards. These are my favorite. These are my favorite. These are people out there who truly make us all feel like we're just a little bit smarter. Just a little bit smarter. If you were sitting down and you're thinking to yourself, man, I feel stupid today. No, these guys beat you. They do. You don't win you ever put on a dunce cap and you're thinking, oh man, I'm the stupidest human being in the entire world. No. These guys beat you. Actually, and women. I make sure I'm equal opportunity. I'm equal opportunity here, people. So my first Dunce Cap Award winner goes to a gentleman who apparently is a peeping Tom. Yes, he goes to his neighbors, and my guess is they didn't give actually a lot of detail. I was kind of hoping for details, maybe some pictures, just to see the level in which he was, mentally a peeping Tom. If there was a gorgeous, model-looking person, maybe, okay, he's a peeping Tom, but at least he's looking, instead of looking at, he's looking at Gary Busey through the bathroom. No offense, I love you, Gary, but let's face it, I don't think you have a lot of peeping Toms in that way. You know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know who Gary Busey is, look that shit up. You'll understand. You will. So, This peeping Tom, though, he was caught. And to me, if you're a peeping Tom, there's pretty much a 50-50 chance you're going to get caught. But the way he got caught is what truly gives him a Dunce Cap Award. This gentleman was caught because he felt the need to... Now, the news article says defecate, but let's face it, I'm not going to use that word. He took a shit, people. He took a shit in the yard. This guy had to go to the bathroom so bad that he felt the need to just take a crap right there, right near the window that he was peeping in. Right there, there's the Dunce Cap. Dunce Cap Award given. That is my male Dunce Cap Award winner for the day. Because if you're a peeping Tom, you should at least know, don't do shit like that, and don't take a shit. At least not while you're watching. And what a weird thing to do. Peeping Toms, I can think of at least like one thing that normal, maybe two things a peeping Tom can do. Not take a shit. You're weird. You're weird. So here is my female Dunce Cap Award-winning recipient of the day. Also, too, just to let you know, all my stuff you can Google. I give you enough details where I'm sure if you Google this shit, you're going to find it. I mean, peeping Tom takes a shit, defecates. Use the word defecate. That's what they used. You'll find it with defecate. It's actually almost a better word, I think. I think it just gives some pow when you say, like, took a shit. But defecate is the word that they used. So this one goes out to Texas women. So hopefully, if you ever felt like you were the not the most intelligent woman in Dallas. I'm sorry, not Dallas, in Texas. You can rest assured that there's one person out there who is more moronic than yourself. So this woman shut down the Houston highway during rush hour. In the morning rush hour, shut down traffic completely, running naked through the highway. Yep. Just shut that shit down. Which I think, why is she shutting it down? Like, what is causing it where we're not saying, how is that not a temporary stop? To me, that's kind of like, we can take care of this in a few seconds. But no, she shut that shit down. With her naked bodiness, she shut it down. Now, mind you, I'm in Connecticut, and I can't lie to you, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff. I've been in New York City, I've been in Boston, deal with some crazy traffic. I've even driven to through LA, seen some crazy traffic there. And let me tell you, I have never sat in traffic because of a naked woman just kind of like, that's some movie shit. I'm not going to lie. There's a video out there of that, actually. I saw it. Google it. Let's face it, all you pervy boys definitely want to Google that stuff. You want to know the big question. Why did she close traffic? Now, there's two options. Was she just that gorgeous? Was she that irate? Or was she that big? We all know it. It's wrong. I don't mean to say it, but I said it anyways. It's what we were all thinking. We're wondering why the highway was shut down, and why she chose the morning. Maybe there was already traffic, and she's saying to herself, you know what? I need to be free, and she's free. Now she's not actually. She's in jail because public nudity and disturbing the peace, and I'm sure there's a variety. That wasn't a good. That was a you're going to at least spend a couple nights in jail. At least one night. I'm sure there was bail money involved. Let's face it, there was probably some drugs involved too, because if you're not as high as a kite, then you probably are going to white padded walls instead of jail even. So there's a lot of stuff that I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there so that we can all kind of rack our brains over the naked woman. But that is your female Dunce Cap Award-winning recipient. Congratulations to the naked woman from Houston, Texas. And thank you for running around naked and shutting down traffic for all the people who need to make a fucking living out there. And once again, thank you so much for peeping Tom, who was crazy enough and really apparently had some bad beef tacos, probably some bad, I don't know, chili, who knows, but really just needed to drop one while peeping. So that brings me to my final story. And I know what you're thinking, ladies. You're thinking, my God, why? Why? Well, let's face it, I'm a guy. So when I had my choice of picking the pictures that I would use, I was going to use this one. I mean, why would I just use her face? Exhibit A. I have an Exhibit B, but I'm going to wait for that one. So, apparently, and if you don't know what this is Texas. Tennis pro, Maria Sharapova. And apparently she's having some issues as of recently because she failed a drug test. To be honest with you, I really didn't care because they showed me a picture of her, so I didn't really pay attention to the particulars of what drugs. I figured, you know what, she's a gorgeous woman. I think I'm going to give her a pass and just look at more pictures. So to be honest with you, that's what I did. But in all seriousness, actually, to be honest with you, tennis throughout a lot of the world is actually a pretty popular sport, and in all honesty, a lot of people grow up and idolize these types of figures, and, you know, naughty, don't do drugs out there. You know, you don't need to. You know, so what up? Sharapova, come on. But I will say this, you were still gorgeous. You're still a pretty good tennis player, too. You know, I have to admit, you were attractive, and you hit good ball. Yeah, I did. It's wrong, but I did. Had to. So, those are your stories for the day, and I felt the need that I just couldn't just leave you. I really couldn't. I had to give you a little bit more. There you go. Boys, feast right there. Now, and just so that you know, apparently she's up for partying because the drug test came back positive. Hopefully that's all that would come back positive. I'm sure that's all she's hoping. But that's it for sports, and that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for listening. Let us know what you guys hear out there, and I would love to talk about it. I love to hear about it. Check us out right up there. Check us out at YouTube. I post all of our newscasts as well as our gameplay. We do play games as well. We play old school as well as new school, kind of why the title is Old School Meets New School. But check us out at Old School Meets New School. Just drop the E's and meets, kind of like what it says up there, and you'll find us. And also to check us out on Twitch at NTUser123. I do the news broadcast live sometime between, like, I don't know, 3:30 and 5:30. You pretty much have to hope for luck. But I do put it out there so that you guys can go and check it out live if you want. I don't usually check out the chat, but you know what? Screw you. I'm the one talking. But I will go and listen to you guys afterwards, and also, too, while I'm playing games. We do play all sorts of games as well as interactive games where we want to play with you guys, the viewers. So that's about it. Thank you guys so much. Once again, hit like, hit subscribe, hit every freaking button that's on the page. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe. If you're on Twitch, go to Twitch. There's a little link if you're on YouTube. Hit that. Go over there. I don't even care if you don't have a Twitch account. Just follow that shit. Follow it. I make more videos. I'll do more crazy shit. The more likes, the more things you guys want, the more crazy shit I'll do. I promise you. And nothing is out of bounds with me. Nothing. Well, a few things. I won't, I always do that. I get my pointers wrong. I won't, I don't condone drugs. I don't. Grand Theft Auto, I do, but I'll only steal an ambulance on Grand Theft Auto. I won't quite yet, at least. Like I said, I think to be honest with you, I want to leave you actually with this, is that there seems to be a lot of drugs being used in the world. Because the more that I look at my notepad of news, I know it's like so official. You're like, man, why is it not on NBC? It's because I look like this. That's why. It's not quite for TV. That's why I'm really small and she's like most of the screen. It's because I'm just that. This is what I look like, and so I don't really want you to look at me. That's why I put this like right in front of my face while I speak, and I wear earphones. But yeah, there's a lot of drugs going on, people. Come on, why? Go have fun, play a sport, do something useful. Watch a YouTube video. Watch, I think, like 10 of me playing like some random fucking game. Watch the YouTube videos. There's like 80 of them of the bad lip reading. Good shit. It's funny shit. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Once again, check us out at Old School Meets New School. This is Nick Side. And unfortunately my partner in crime today, right now, could not be with us. But hopefully she'll be joining us for the gameplay. So I will be back. Oh no, it got dark. I will be back at 5 to play some video games. So peace out, everybody, and thank you guys so much.